Greetings all, Vanna here for Capricorn's weekend message. That was really interesting. I had a card stick like straight out of the deck like that, and then it slid in. The card that is for you, Capricorn, is the Ten of Swords. There is a defeat energy in the air that is attempting to claim you, Capricorn, and it does not have the power to pull you down to its level. You truly are working at your greatest and highest right now, and that's what you're striving for. And so this Ten of Swords is not going to defeat you. Yes, of course, you have hard days. You have days where you can't quite figure out what you're supposed to do, where you're supposed to be going, or if what you're doing is right. But those days pass when you are reminded that you are the force of the universe in a meat sack. You have the King of Cups coming in for you. There is a sense of emotional stability and maturity that is being presented or offered to you, or perhaps this is yourself achieving that emotional stability, not letting that divine masculine react so harshly or so primally when it comes to getting something that we want. Because that divine masculine aspect of us, Capricorn, is what pushes us to be ambitious. Capricorn is already the most ambitious of all of the earth signs, and in my opinion, of all of these signs. Capricorn is the most likely one to embody that strength of what it takes to become an entrepreneur, to become that business mogul person. And that very much leans into the divine masculine energy of go, create, build. And a lot of that can come from a very prideful and, like I said, primal place. But with the King of Cups, I very much feel like there is a learned sense of understanding here, and that there is something great that we are going for, but because we have experienced much with the Ten of Swords, you are not running blindly into the dark with this. You very much have a plan. You have a mindset. What I want to remind you of is the need to be flexible, because while it is incredible to manifest and co-create with spirit your dreams, you have to understand that you do not have all parts of the puzzle. You have the sun coming out for you. Bright, sunshining energy is raining down upon your potential and what it is you are creating. And we have the Five of Swords in reverse, moving away from this fighting situation, moving away from a situation where people may be working against you in shadows, where they present to you a face of a friend or a family member, but use the things that you tell them against you later on. It very much reminds me of the toxic relationships we would find ourselves in high school, the toxic friendships and people that would just present themselves as an ally, but truthfully were the ones hurting us. And you are removing yourself from that situation, as well as having this new defensive boundary that those people will not access your divine energy again. And I'm very proud of you for laying that down. You have the Four of Cups in reverse, and especially, or the Four of Cups upright, my apologies, but especially being at the bottom of the deck, there is something that Spirit is trying to show you. Like I was saying, you do not have all the pieces to the puzzle, but it is through your sense of awareness in your environment around you that you can see what that next step is, where you can go and put your energy in next. It is in the awareness that you have and the receptibility that you have to hear what Spirit is trying to tell you. You have the Butterfly and Snowdrop with hope. Now, one thing that you will come to find out about me is that music is one way that Spirit speaks to me. And there is a specific song by one of my favorite bands, Shinedown, that's literally called Hope. And there's a series of lines that reminds us we may drown, we may fall, we may burn, and we may stumble. But the hope that we have that tomorrow may be a better day gives us the strength to get up again. The hope that we have that this work was not in vain gives us the strength to continue forward. You have the salamander and black pepper with inspiration. Salamander is almost what I said. Along with devotion, the sheep and blackberry. One thing that I was hearing earlier today from a reader that I personally watch, Prophetess Asha, is that you are not the black sheep, you are the saving grace. And that is something that I want to remind you of. You are your own divine, holy Savior, not anyone else who lived hundreds of years ago, not one particular person in your community. You are your own Savior. You are your own miracle. And when you follow the inspiration that Spirit is feeding you, that Spirit is guiding you to, you find that you not just step up into your power, you step up into your role, your soul's mission here. Because each one of us came with a lesson plan that we were supposed to accomplish. But in learning to operate this vessel and live this life, we forget and disconnect from Spirit. And that is why we have to actively rebuild that connection, that co-creation, that recognition of how they work in our lives, how they work in our own energy fields. And there is that sense of connection that Spirit is asking for if you have not connected to them before. The bee and pomegranate brings in productivity. You might be really picking up the pace on your projects and your dreams here in the next couple of weeks, because there is this sense of collaboration. Now that this King of Cups has been humbled, and that he knows what it is he desires and what does not fill his cup, what is truly fulfilling and what is just fool's filling. Ooh, what is fulfilling and what is fool's filling? I might have to hang on to that. Yes. Another sign that Spirit is speaking to you, your intuition, that gut instinct coming from your solar plexus chakra. This is literally the gut intuition that we have always heard of. That is your connection to your higher self, the most direct, instantaneous link that we have. When it comes in and you recognize what that voice sounds like, you have to trust it. And it may not make sense in the moment. It may not even make sense for a couple of years. But intuition will never sound like anxiety. And it will always strive to lead you towards the greatest and highest good that you were trying to achieve yourself. And right now, my love, you are purifying yourself from what does not serve that greatest and highest good, what does not aid in that growth that this sun is trying to elicit in your life. I am so very proud of you, Capricorn, because there's so much emotional maturity and awareness going on here to not continue these processes, to not continue these cycles of solitude, sacrifice, and servitude that we have so often found ourselves in. I and your spirit team are very proud of you, my love. Have a beautiful day.